Pelosi becoming the speaker for the second time amid a changing balance of power on Capitol Hill. The 116th Congress convening. First up, two bills to reopen the government with no funding for the border wall, by the way. Senate Republicans saying the legislation is a non-starter. We begin with Doug McElway, who is on Capitol Hill with the very latest, and a lot of excitement today there. Hi, Doug.
Hi, Julie. We've got some new numbers for you. These are tabulated by our Chad Pergram, who is a much better counter than I am while we await the official House floor results. But Chad has the total for Pelosi at 219. The next for Kevin McCarthy at 192, and 18 ballots were cast for other candidates. So Nancy Pelosi has it. Now, the fact that she has secured the speakership, we enter a new phase of the government shutdown. Some say there's a bit more hope here now that Nancy Pelosi has secured her left flank, fended off the left flank of the far left wing of the Democratic Party, who was threatening to vote against her if she included any border wall funding in any of the bills. So that's taken care of. That said, and now that she has won the prize, there's been no change in Pelosi's position. In fact, she has agreed to take up the two spending bills, which you just mentioned, later this afternoon, broken down into two parts. One of the spending bills would fund 6 government agencies. The other one would fund the Department of Homeland Security, but would exclude any funding for the border wall. Now, that's a non-starter on the Senate side. Mitch McConnell has repeatedly said that he will take up no bills in the Senate that cannot garner 60 votes in the Senate and cannot garner a presidential signature. That doesn't cross the threshold here. So that Democratic bill is dead on arrival. The shutdown basically continues now in its 13th day. There is a meeting scheduled for the White House between congressional leaders and the president tomorrow. But right now, given where things stand, it could change as the afternoon progresses and evening progresses. But right now it's looking more like a kabuki theater at the White House tomorrow than any real progress. That's it from here. Julie, back to you.
All right, Doug McElway, thank you very much. And now for a look at the big picture as Democrats roll out their agenda for 2019. Josh Kraushaar is the politics editor for the National Journal. Thank you very much for talking to us. All right, so big picture here. Nancy Pelosi voted as speaker. Soon she will be handed over the gavel, and then she will make a speech, and then she will swear in the members of Congress. They just announced the votes, and it is official. She is the Speaker of the House for the second time, as other members there are congratulating her. She's got a lot on her agenda. Why don't we start from the very beginning? First of all, she's got a rules package she wants to get through, which already has those in her own party opposed to. Why don't we start with that rules package?
Well, now that Nancy Pelosi is Speaker, she may have the most difficult job in Washington because she has a pretty ideologically diverse caucus with some of these more moderate members, 15 of whom voted against her on the House floor just now, some of the more anti-Pelosi Democrats. And you have folks like Ocasio-Cortez and some of the more liberal members who, as you mentioned, with this PAYGO package, want to increase spending, have a lot of big government packages that they want to pass and want to propose in the new Congress. So Nancy Pelosi is going to have to navigate a very tough divide between the liberals and the left-wingers and the more moderate members who need to get reelected in 2020.
Okay, so then let's talk about her first act